Welcome to Horizon 2020 webinar on open security calls targeting the participants and institutions from ASEAN countries. My name is Dalibor, and I will briefly introduce the call related to disaster resilient societies. Disaster resilience calls are about advancing innovation in the society with the primary aim to reduce human life losses, environmental, economic, and material damages caused by natural or man-made disasters. The funds will be used to finance different tools, methods, and guidelines to ensure practitioners' needs, and research results will support the competitiveness of European SMEs and facilitate the policy-making process, but also will raise citizens' awareness on disaster management cycle by studying its social aspects. The security calls in last year of Horizon 2020 program have only 4 calls opened, of which 2 are open for collaboration with so-called third countries that are including ASEAN countries. The deadline for these calls is on August 17 hours Brussels time, but do not wait for the last day. In this table, you can see that the project should focus on research and innovation actions, and for DRS01 the total budget of 5 million euros, and the Commission considers this amount sufficient to address the challenge, so you can expect that from this call only 1 proposal will be funded. So it's a tough competition. The basis for participation in this call is a maximum 3 years long joint multidisciplinary research and innovation project. The project should respond to the challenge and meet all expected impacts as described in the call page. This joint undertaking should be implemented by a consortium of minimum 3 first responders organizations or institutions from 3 different member states or associated countries. And then additional partners can be associated from ASEAN countries. Most of ASEAN countries are automatically eligible to be beneficiary in the project, which means a full partner. However, international cooperation is not compulsory, and ASEAN institutions will not be automatically involved. Therefore, you must provide a proactive approach in search for European partners and offer them your qualifications and your expertise in order to become a partner in the proposal. And there are many ways to find them: your personal contacts, bilateral agreements, conferences, etc. You need to fully justify that your project proposal is in line with the relevant European policies related to the disaster resilience, such as shown in here on internal security, civil protection, and consumers' health. But you also have to have in mind and be aware of other policies of interest, such as environmental policies, and compulsory to align the proposal with Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reduction. Your research must respond to the challenge, be innovative in support of improved preparedness and risk awareness from a social viewpoint towards creating a resilient society. The research should address social media and other crowdsourced data in an emergency situation, both positive and negative impacts for different disaster scenarios. It is expected that the research to investigate it within the whole risk management cycle, focusing on awareness and response. Your proposal must generate knowledge and scientific-based conclusions that will be used by first responders and other stakeholders aimed at improving preparedness, such as comparative analysis of European diversity in terms of risk perceptions among citizens and vulnerabilities, comparative analysis of different approaches to adapt to and be prepared for risks in different countries, both within and outside of the European Union, and among communities in precarious socioeconomic conditions. Advances through the cross-fertilization of concepts resulting from the collision of different ways of thinking and the different approaches developed by various partners in the proposals. Identification of existing tools and guidelines for improved prevention, including risk understanding and communication. Preparedness, including training and involving citizens. Alert systems and their recognitions by citizens. Responses using citizens' competencies and local knowledge and recovery. Improved information exchanges among different actors involved, including first responders, local authorities, schools, and citizens' representatives. Field validation of different approaches related to different disaster risks, involving the above actors, in representative urban and non-urban environments, including in areas where precarious socioeconomic conditions prevail. Intensive sharing among communities of good practices and learnings resulting from citizen-scientist interaction, a consolidated, common European understanding of disaster resilience. So what is your motivation to participate in this call? Where is the motivation for the third countries to participate? Recent COVID-19 disaster showed that disasters have no borders and impact all. Every disaster is an opportunity to increase our readiness for the next one by learning and adapting ourselves. Sharing of knowledge and experience increases chances to prevent and properly react to disaster. Collaboration with EU partners opens the door for future undertakings. State-of-art development increases your research visibility and value of becoming worldwide recognized researcher and expert. The funding for your research is ensured either completely or partially, and even more important, for free, so why not to use it? Within next 6 years period, the European Union will invest through its new framework program for research and innovation approximately 100 billion euros. This program will be a continuation of Horizon 2020, and the DRS calls are going to be published under the second pillar of the program called Global Challenges and European Industrial Competitiveness. This pillar is structured of several clusters, and the DRS will be a part of inclusive and secure societies. At the moment, the work program is still in development, as the program Horizon Europe should start on January 1st, 2021. Therefore, now is the time for you to be proactive and to start an intensive search for European partners. You may use any partner search facility or partnering tool to find a partner to collaborate with. Please do not forget, for anything related to this call, first consult the call web page at the Funding and Tenders portal of the European Commission, which is alpha and omega, starting and ending point in preparation of your proposal, implementation, reporting, and closing your project. The most accurate information is published at the call page, and this is most relevant for you. It is important to start in time and to be proactive to gain the trust and show your potential for collaboration. Thank you for watching this presentation. I wish you good luck with your search and hope to be with you in person or another occasion. Have a nice and safe day.